From my teaching and speaking about digital marketing, one of the most misunderstood terms is that of content curation. When I speak to most executives, they think that content curation means creating content. And while it does, we will be creating content in this course, it's much more than that. And it was really summarized best by Michael Kapoor when he said, getting information off the internet is like taking a drink from a fire hydrant. And what that means is that we have so much information that's out there. On any given topic, I can find millions and millions of articles and videos and podcasts about it that I really have trouble as a consumer understanding what is really relevant and what is really important for me to know. And as I go out and I look at different sites, I'm very suspicious of the accuracy of the information they're providing. In fact, as we've seen before, that most individuals, most consumers, don't trust information coming directly from companies, especially sales information. And so what happens is, as a consumer, whether I'm looking for business information or things to help my personal life, I need to find things. I need to find things and sources that I can rely on. I want to find someone I can trust. And so I like this definition of content curation. Content curation is the process of sorting through vast amounts of content on the web and presenting it in a meaningful and organized way around a specific theme. So let's go through that a little bit. Process of sorting. What that means is that your business and you as an individual professional digital marketer need to have a process, a way of gathering up information on a given theme or topic and going through and saying what is really relevant and timely for my audience to understand. And then we have to have a method of presenting it in a meaningful and organized way to our audience to make it meaningful for them and to make it valuable for them. So the work involves sifting, sorting, arranging, and publishing information that is useful for your target market or your target audience. It's not creating it, it's finding it and then presenting it in an organized way. And it can be your content or content created within your organization, but it doesn't have to be. In fact, if you look at the really powerful influencers within a given industry, oftentimes they are the ones that find things and give it out to their audience in a structured way that people really like. They aren't creating everything themselves. And so the process, to be successful, what you need is a network of influencers who produce relevant and timely content relevant to a target audience that you want to develop. And so in class 2, we're going to give you tools to actually do that, to build that network. You also need, and we'll do this in class 2 as well, monitoring tools to identify when new articles, videos, or podcasts are published so you can assess them and figure out if it's something that would be very valuable for the target market. As you're going through and you have a network that gives you a lot of articles and a way to monitor to find new things that maybe your network didn't identify, it gives you the ability of being first to market with something really valuable that then creates more followers for you. You also have to have assets in the digital media pyramid to distribute the content. And essentially, we will go ahead and we're going to market it out and tell a lot of people about it so that they find value in it. And then followers who can accelerate the content to your high value markets. And we'll talk about how we do that in class 3. And so what you want to do is, in the process of content curation, is find or develop content, review it to ensure that it's important to your target audience. In other words, you want to filter it. You want to place it on relevant social, mobile, or web assets to get the information out. Then you want to create multimedia messages to advertise it. So, for example, if I have an article that I've made, I'll go on and shoot a short video to tell the people that are into the video part of the digital media pyramid that I found, or I've actually created this article or found this article. And I'll also go out and maybe do a podcast about the key things in the article to bring people over. In other words, I'll use all of the different parts of the pyramid to advertise the fact that I have found or have created a relevant piece of content. Then I'll take that content and place it in a content library for future use. In other words, oftentimes we can reuse content that's highly valuable to a target audience because at any one point in time, not 100% of the people are going to see it. So we can periodically go back to it and give them content that they'll find valuable and maybe because they weren't there the first time it happened. And so what we call it at Northwestern is filter and focus. Filter through the massive amount of information that is on the internet and focus me on the things that are really important to me. Do that in a multimedia fashion, and I will become a follower of your organization or of you as an individual because you provide consistent value to me in an area or a topic that I'm very interested in.